your mind.
Boredom's back in town and now you're feeling really down. You try to watch TV but the shows are all repeats, but soon some online exploration brings a rush of exaltation. Hey, you found the Mr.G Show.
Hi everybody and welcome back to the Mr.G Show. I know it's been a long time since I've done a Mr.G Show, but well, I'm back. And on today's Mr.G Show, of course, we're going to have a shout out and Q&A with G, and I think by looking around me here you can tell something else we'll be doing today, which is flying boomerangs. But stick around because towards the end of the show we're going to be flying something else as well. And I'll leave that as a secret. I won't tell you what it is. Anyways, let's talk a little bit about what I've got to the right of me here, all of these different boomerangs. Most of the boomerangs you see here are made of wood. Some are plastic, some are made out of even like foam rubber. Each of these boomerangs has a different flight characteristic. No two boomerangs fly exactly alike. Some of these are made for distance, some fly up higher, some fly down lower. Some of these are made for accuracy. Some are just very general purpose boomerangs that even someone very young could fly. Do all of these boomerangs come back? For the most part, yes. If you know how to throw them, they'll come back to you. Where do you buy so many different styles of boomerangs? Well, you're not just going to waltz into a Walmart and buy a boomerang. You're going to have to find a source for boomerangs. And my favorite source for boomerangs is a guy named Richard Harrison. He's known as the Boomerang Man. Hey Rich, how you doing? And he's the guy that supplied me with most all the boomerangs you see here. And down here is one of his towels. You can reach him at theboomerangman.com. I could talk about these boomerangs all day long, but let's just talk a little bit about the different parts of a boomerang. We've got the elbow, the tips. Here we've got the what's called the leading arm or wing and the trailing arm or wing, or also the dingle arm, D-I-N-G-L-E. How do you throw a boomerang? Well, you want to throw it vertical to the ground, not horizontal. You want to give it a good hard flick so that it gives a lot of spin when it leaves your hand. And you want to throw it maybe with a little bit of upward, point it upward just a little bit, but kind of just parallel to the ground. You can throw it from either the leading wing here like I was doing, and you can hold it like a hatchet, like this, or you can do a pinch grip like I prefer, and that's what I was holding it as there. It gives me a little bit more spin. You could give it a little bit of layover like that, depending on the wind conditions, and you can throw it from the other arm as well, the dingle arm, like that. Or you can even throw a boomerang from the elbow, like that. You could try all three ways and see which one suits you best. Now that you know the parts of the boomerang and how you hold it and how you throw it, let's get outside and throw some boomerangs. Come on, let's go. Wait a minute, this doesn't look like outside, but there's something I forgot to tell you when I described the boomerang in the beginning. Make sure that the painted surface of the boomerang is toward you, and that the unpainted or flat surface, the curved surface toward you, the flat surface, away from you when you throw it. Now, these are all right-handed boomerangs that I'm throwing. If you're a left-handed person, you need to buy left-handed boomerangs. There is a difference, and you cannot throw with your left hand a right-handed boomerang. The wind also. Face the wind so it's coming toward you. Then turn your body slightly to the right for right-handed throwers. When I say slightly, you want the wind to be coming at you at about a 45-degree angle, or 45-degree angle to the face of the boomerang. Now, if you have extremely strong wind, you may want to turn a little more into it. It'll all depend. You'll have to experiment a little bit. And again, don't forget, when we throw the boomerang, we're not throwing it like this. We're throwing it like this. Let's go. Uh-oh, there's just one little problem. As you can plainly see behind me in the window, it's dark outside. So, before we go outside and fly boomerangs, let's get to Q&A with G. Here we go. Slide 2K1 asks me a question about my exercise habits. Hey Mr. G, I was watching your cooking show, which was awesome by the way, and I remembered that you said you lost 40 pounds by eating better and exercising. Wow, this question was written a while ago. I'm up to 60 pounds now. I was wondering what type of workouts you generally do. Thanks, Jason. You're about to see one of them, Jason. Boomerangs. I fly a lot of boomerangs. I also bicycle, and I also enjoy hiking. So I often hike with the dogs and girlfriend, I bike a lot, and I fly boomerangs a lot. As far as workouts like in a gym, I don't do that. I go outside and get my workouts outdoors. Thanks for the question there, Jason. Gold Stud writes, okay, Mr. G, this is it. This is the question that will make it on your show. So here it goes. Well, it did. Imagine that. If you had unlimited resources, such as money, time, and supplies, what would you do different to turn the Mr. G Show into a legendary staple in the entertainment world? And how far would you take it before you sold the rights to the show to some huge television network? Also, when did you first realize that you had this awesome gift of educating and entertaining people? Well, I'm not so sure it's actually an awesome gift of educating and entertaining people, but I thank you for your kind words. Gold stud. I guess I just love to teach. I do teach part-time as well as, you know, I'm a network engineer by day, but I teach part-time as well. I enjoy teaching a lot, and I don't know why I enjoy teaching, I just do. And I enjoy kind of performing too. I enjoy being in a band. Basically, you know, just I guess it's because I enjoy what I'm doing. That's maybe comes across on the screen, I don't know. So that answers the one part of the question. The other part's about the sellout and if I had unlimited resources and money. Well, if I had unlimited money and a cat that didn't bump into the tripod, hey Moo Moo, go away. Go on. Go. You're moving the camera. Go over there and lay down. Anyways, if I had unlimited money and resources, I would never sell out because I'd have unlimited money anyway, so what would I sell for? Now, if what would I do to make the show a legendary staple in the entertainment world? Probably just what I do right now in the show. I mean, I would just do the things I do right now, and hopefully people would enjoy it and watch it, and if they didn't, then it wouldn't be a legendary staple in the entertainment world. It would just be another show on TV. But hey, I do it because I enjoy it, not because I'm trying to make $1 million or become a legendary person on television or anything else like that. Hey, I'm on YouTube, okay? Let's get real here. This is, you know, Mr. G on YouTube. So let's not blow this whole thing out of proportion and make it like something that it's not. It's just a YouTube show, but I'm glad everybody's enjoying it, and thanks for the question, Gold Stud. So there's Q&A with G. I hope you got your question on the air, and I hope I answered it the way you thought I would. And now let's go, because look, it's starting to get light outside. Or it magically will when we walk outside. Let's go. Okay, out of all the boomerangs that I just showed you, I'm going to be flying tonight the Eagle, the Rainier, the Dingo, and the Merengue. Here we go. Try one-handed catch trip. Almost missed that one. Ow, hurt my thumb. Came up with that one. Pulled that one out my butt. Here we go with the Merengue. Very different flight pattern. Real high up, comes in, stalls, and almost hits the camera lady. Okay, we'll do that again. The Merengue. Really different flight pattern on this. Goes way up. Comes in, stalls right above you, drops right in from the top. Good throw. Come in for the hover, and perfect. Do it again. A little high, but coming in for hover, and oh, missed it by an inch. was really cool, wasn't it? Well, you know what time it is? It's time for today's shout out. So here we go. Today we've got Woodwind00111, IR Zephyrus, Fine Sparkling Water, Worthy Clay, Happy Belated Birthday Worthy Clay. We've got Mighty San, Ahmed 605, Shadowheart 43, Isaac, who's also known as Twinkie Farmer, No Mo Violence, Mr. Twixman 2020, Calster 101, Matthew from Colombia, Zebra Loca Girl, Pringle 51, Uncivil Bishops, Flamethrower Guy, and finally Mr. Monkey Boy 1 and his little brother. This shout out goes to all of you. Here we go. I've got a great idea. Let's go outside and fly some radio-controlled airplanes. But before we do, let me tell you a little bit about each one of these. This is what I call a foamy. It's a light foam, EPP foam. You saw these being flown on the Cult of Foamy episode that I did. This is the plane that I prefer to fly right now. It's very aerobatic, uses lithium polymer batteries. What are the different parts of a plane like this? Well, you've got your ailerons right here. You've got your rudder here. You've got elevator here. All of these are controlled by servos, which you can see right here. We've got our radio. I'm using an AR6100 Spectrum radio. That's the receiver. You've got your speed controller here, and you've got a brushless motor up front here with the propeller on it. Another servo on top, which controls the two ailerons there. And like I said, this is a very light foam, very flexible plane actually, and very aerobatic. This is the one you'll see me flying here shortly. Got a little cub here, which is again electric. All my planes are electric. I used to fly gas, but I've since changed all to electric. Back in the back there, up against the wall there, you see my Typhoon 2, also an electric plane. It's a rather large electric plane. And now these use a little bit different motors. These actually have a gearbox, gear-driven motor. This uses a pretty large lithium polymer battery. All of my planes use lithium polymer batteries.
That's it. That's how they're flown.
Whoa, I hope you had as much fun today as I did. And the show's kind of getting long, so I thought I'd just do a little piano piece as I let the credits roll. See you next time on the Mr. G Show. By the way, this is my old, rickety, mostly out of tune piano, so it might sound pretty crappy. We'll see.